setting new standards in podcast excellence. You have joined the WBT, fully focused on business and taxes. Here is your host, Michael Lodge.
And welcome to the WBT. Can you believe it? It's Thanksgiving time. This is the week of Thanksgiving. We have a day to look forward to. Let's talk about it. I'll be right back.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.
Okay, we're back. And it's time to... I tell you, this last week was a terrible week because we had so much dirty, rotten politics. Didn't you think that? I tell you, I watched the impeachment hearings, and I listened to the Democrats, and I listened to the Republicans, and at the end of the day, my conclusion was we have a dirty, rotten political system in Washington, D.C. that's not getting anything done. So, that's the conclusion. That's the end. We all know that. Okay? So, again, I'm asking you to take your Republican hat off and take your Democrat hat off, and let's just be Americans for a change. We have an American holiday that's coming up that is so dear and precious because it is your time to give gratitude and give thanks for everything that has been given to you. From the good times to the bad times. You should be thankful for everything because it was a learning experience. So this week, starting today on this Saturday, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to Saturday, we have one whole week to say enough of politics, enough with the news, enough with all of this commentary. And now we are Americans where we give thanks for this nation, and we give thanks for our families, and we give thanks for everything that God has given us, all the blessings that have been bestowed upon us. I love Thanksgiving. It's my most favorite holiday ever. And I think I've told you before that over the last 13, 14 years, minus the last 3 years because I've been in this moving process from the West Coast to the East Coast, I have literally cooked for over 50 people every Thanksgiving. And it was a joy to me. These were people who had no place to go. They didn't have family. They were from a foreign country. They were new to the city. They were single and had no place to go. I mean, we had a whole bunch of different types of individuals. I would get up really early in the morning and I would begin cooking because everything was freshly cooked. And I would end all my cooking about 1, 2 o'clock, and then people would start arriving in. People were coming in and out until 9, 10 o'clock at night. It was one of those days because I'm not a rich man, okay? So I can't give expensive gifts. I can't give people new cars. I can't give anything like that. That's not my lifestyle. But my lifestyle has been that, you know what, I can cook for people. I'm a damn good cook. I can cook for people, and I can make people happy for one single day. Until this day, I still get emails and texts saying, Sir Mike, are we going to have Thanksgiving at your house this year? For the last 3 years, I've had to say, I'm sorry, no. I'm moving. I'm getting settled in. But I'll get back to it. In a year from now, I promise you we'll have another 50 people coming in and out of this house. and we'll enjoy that. I think I got Thanksgiving bestowed because of my childhood. Thanksgiving to me was always the most fun time. Christmas I didn't care about. Christmas I didn't really get the best gifts, okay? So it really didn't matter. My mom was always on a budget, so she would always go down to the bargain basement of the Sears and Roebuck store in Seattle, Washington, and buy everything that was missing a part. I had so many puzzles. I had so many toys that were missing parts, but I didn't care. I would put them together anyway. I'd have one part missing. I'd color it in. But today, on this Saturday, the week before Thanksgiving, our school, I lived in a one-room school. We had exactly 15 children, grades 1 through 5. And we had Mrs. Redberg, who was our teacher, and she taught all 5 grades. And I remember I was always usually the only one in my class. So if I was in the first class, I was the only one in the first class. And when I got to the second class, finally I got somebody to join me in the second class. And then he left the next year, and I was back again in my third class in the third year by myself. But on Saturday, the Saturday before Christmas, we would all go to this one-room school, and all the moms and dads would have been busy all week cooking pies and cakes because we had a big auction, and that raised money for the school for the rest of the year, to go on field trips, to have special things happening in the classroom, supplies for the kids. So we had one individual who was a veterinarian, but he was a really good auctioneer. So we would begin auctioning off these pies. And we had fun, and we had laughter, we had everything. But the school, on that very night, would also put together a little tiny skit that might have been 15 minutes long. And consistently, every single year, we would sing the song, "Over the river and through the wood, to grandfather's house we go. The horse knows the way to carry the sleigh through the white and drifted snow. Over the river and through the wood, to grandfather's house away. We would not stop the dole or top, for it's Thanksgiving Day. Over the river and through the wood, oh, how the wind does blow. It stings the toes and bites the nose as over the ground we go. Over the river and through the wood, and straight through the barnyard gate, we seem to slow, extremely slow. It is so hard to wait. Over the river and through the wood, when grandmother sees us come, she will say, 'Oh dear, the children are here. Bring a pie for everyone.' Over the river and through the wood, to grandmother's cap I spy. Hooray for the fun. Is the pudding done? Hooray for the pumpkin pie." So every single year we would sing that song. And we had a little skit that went along with it. And then the auction would begin. And it was fun. Now my mom was the home and school leader, so she would arrange all this and make sure that every family had made a pie or a cake or cupcakes or whatever they were making for that auction that they could sell off. Because she needed the money. And that's the beginning of my Thanksgiving, as I remember it. It was a fun time. We had no cares in the world. I remember that's when Chubby Checker was really popular. The Beatles were coming online. I remember when the Beatles came along because I had the measles, and I couldn't open my eyes to see them because of the sun hurt so badly. But I remember laying there on the couch and listening to the Beatles. It was a very easy time. Yes, we had some demonstrations in the streets. We had the Vietnam War going on. We had all these things going on, but it was an easier time. It wasn't so politically charged. We had 30-minute news, and that's all that we needed for the day. We didn't need it 7:24 like we have it now, which is constantly blurring the news. But I'm telling you right now, for this Thanksgiving, turn all that news crap off. Turn it off. And remember what Thanksgiving is really all about. Remember the fun times that you had when you were a kid, and try to give that to somebody else. If you know of anybody who is out there today who doesn't have a place to go for Thanksgiving, set another plate at your table, pull up a chair, and let them enjoy the Thanksgiving with you. Bring an individual joy on this Thanksgiving, and be thankful for that individual joining your family or your friends. Thanksgiving to me is really, really important. I think it's that first holiday of when the Pilgrims came over and they set aside that one day to eat with the American Indians, to be thankful for the harvest that they had just gleaned from their fields. And we have all that thanks too. We have jobs. You have a place to stay. You have a pillow to lay your head down on. You have a family or a set of friends that are surrounding you, and you can go to them. So Thanksgiving is all about being so thankful. And we can even be, if something bad has happened to you, be thankful for that too, because I'm telling you, you learned something from that experience. It may seem like it just drew you down. It took everything away from you. It hit you in the gut and knocked the wind out of you. But you know what? You're still here. Be thankful for being here. So this is what I want to do for the remainder of this week. I want each and every single one of us turn our news off. Turn it completely off. Don't even listen to it this whole week. Forget about being hateful. Forget about being a politician. Forget about all this nonsense and turn off the news. And turn off the conversation about politics. And really focus on what you are thankful for. And show your gratitude towards other people. And then the other thing I want you to do, get a piece of paper right now and write it down. My email address is mlodge, M-L-O-D-G-E, at lodge, Lodge-co.com. And my text number, where I receive all text for all business and everything else that goes through my office here, is 818-252-5682. Send me an email or a text and tell me about the experience of Thanksgiving that means so much to you. Tell me a story of the best Thanksgiving you ever had. Tell me what you have planned, what you're going to cook for this Thanksgiving. Tell me that individual that you feel that needs to be at your table. Tell me about that individual and why they're so special. And if there is an individual out there that has no friends and no place to go and is brand new for this to your community or to your church or to your business or to your office, your work, invite that person and tell me why that person is so special. Tell me your story of what makes Thanksgiving special for you. It's an easy task. Again, my email is mlodge@lodge-co.com. And my text is 818-252-5682. Send them in today and throughout the week, because every single day I'm not going to talk about business, and I'm not going to talk about taxes. I'm not going to talk about wealth. I'm not going to talk about politics. All of that goes to the wayside. And my whole week is going to be dedicated to Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving puts smiles on people's faces. You know how fun it is to sit around the table or sit in the living room and you haven't seen this individual for quite some time, and you're going over the stories of what happened over the past year or in their life. Sometimes you cry, sometimes you laugh, sometimes you roll over off the chair because you're laughing so hard. I want to hear your stories. I want to hear your Thanksgiving. What has happened in your Thanksgivings in the past, why it means so much, why those individuals that you're inviting mean so much. I want to know what you're thankful for. But everybody, remember, put a smile on somebody's face. Because someone may be down, someone may be sad, someone may be going through a big bunch of pile of poop in their life. Touch them. Touch them this Thanksgiving. Everybody, again, this week is politics-free week. This week is full of Thanksgiving, full of gratitude, and full of smiles. Let's make it that way. I'll talk with you soon.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness and hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile, smile, you just smile. Oh, smile, though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you.
Light up your face with gladness. Hide every trace of sadness.
Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile, smile, you just smile. Oh, you just smile.
Thank you for listening to the WBT with Michael Lodge. Join us again tomorrow as we explore more about business and taxes. Follow us on iHeartRadio and go to our podcast website at www.wbtpod.com and listen to all of our podcasts and read our blogs.
This podcast has been produced by Michael Lodge, fully focused on content.